This is Fantillus, and today we're going to be drawing Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, first of all, I start with his overall body form. I use a lot of different shapes to build it up. And you want to focus on the overall shapes before you go in and add details. So now I'm getting the proportions right and just like making sure everything's in the right kind of place before I start adding details. And here we go, now we're working on the face and his claws. And now it can start taking shape and taking expression. I love those fins he has on his head. There we go. Let's make sure that head's the right size. And his neck gets that motion that I want him to have. Now with the wings, I'm just going to copy and paste because I'm lazy and because I want them to be roughly the same size and shape. There we go. And his little tail. Sometimes it takes me a few times to get that tail right. Go. Let's add some more details on the face. Redraw the mouth because I didn't like it the first time. There we go. Now his tongue looks like it's actually coming out of his mouth. Instead of being flat. The head was just too big. Okay. Let's strengthen the lines, add some more details. Some drool in there. There we go. That's looking good. Yeah. Okay. Now we're ready to ink. I flipped it over so I can see those mistakes I was talking about as I'm inking, so I don't have to like re-ink. And I'm just using a hard round brush with a pressure sensitivity set to size, but not opacity, because you want it to be nice and dark and thick. Well, not thick, but nice and dark, so that your coloring isn't overpowering your lines when you go to color it. So, yeah, just vary the amount of pressure that you're putting so that you get some nice quality lines. Adding in some more details as I go. Now with the paws, I'm going to try two different shapes, two different styles actually, and we're going to see which one looks better. So there's the first style. There we go. Let's try the second style. It's always good to play with your work. That's looking way better. I think I'm going to change the other one to look like that here in a second. And we got to make sure those arms are the same length too. So there we go. And his little belly button. There we go. And as I'm drawing the lines, I'm just thinking about the weight of his body and how his weight is sitting. Now with the tail, it took me a long time to get the right lines for the tail. I thought I was happy this time, but I just had to go back and redo it here in a second. Don't be afraid to redraw and redraw and redraw until you get it right, because it's worth it. It's worth it to just keep trying until it looks right. And if you look at this, it takes me quite a few tries. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. Draw those fins in there. There we go. Alright. There we go. Let's add those teeth details. Now I drew the tail on another layer so that it's easy for me to erase without erasing lines that I don't want to erase. There we go. Let's change that paw to look better, more like the other one. And with his feet, just make sure it looks like he's pressing weight against them, so nice and flat on the foot. And I love these little curly things, but I can't get it to look right, so I'm just going to delete the rest of them. Oh, and there's the foot again. You want to make sure it has weight. Let's make that paw look even more like the other paw. It's looking good. Now with the wings, I'm going to be lazy again, and I'm going to draw all the wing, and I'm going to just copy it, and I'm going to paste it, of course flipping it, and then just go ahead and editing it so that it fits the body correctly. And those are on different layers, so I can erase as I need to without affecting the lines. There we go. Get those details in there. Go. And I almost forgot he has these little fins on his tail, right behind his butt. And I almost forgot to put those in. And one thing I did totally forget to put in is the spines, along the ridge of his spine, back. So I'm going to add those in before I color in the next video. So there we go. And that's the overview of it right there. Nice and solid lines. That's it right there. Hey, and if you like this video, you can follow me on Tumblr or Twitter. And of course, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching.